Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kanika Arora and our today's video is about the appendicular skeleton anatomy. In this video, I will explain you what comes under the appendicular skeleton anatomy. In the previous video, I have told you about axial skeleton. So let's start the video and I hope you will enjoy this video. In the appendicular skeleton system, there are total number of 126 bones and it consists of the bones that make up arms and legs as well as bones that attach them to the axial system. In the picture you can see the blue portion is the part of the appendicular skeleton system and the white portion is the axial system. Now I will talk about the pectoral girdle. Pectoral girdle is where the arms attach to the axial skeleton. You can see in the picture clavicle, scapula and the thin flat bones are the part of the pectoral girdle. It's made up of the clavicle, which is also called the collar bone, and the scapula, which is also called the shoulder blade. There are two of each of these, one for each bone. Now we are going to discuss about the upper bone or the upper limbs. Each arm contains 30 bones which are known as first one humerus. So what is humerus? It is the longest bone of the upper arm. You can see in the picture the yellow colored bone is the humerus. Second is the radius. The radius is one of the two long bones of the forearm found on the thumb side, and ulna is the second long bone of the forearm found on the pinky finger side. Now it comes the carpals. The carpals are the group of 8 bones found in the wrist area. You can see the green colored bones are the carpals, which are the wrist bones, and it is 8 in number. Next are the metacarpals, which are blue in color displayed in the picture. They are total 5 bones which are found in the middle area of the hand. And next one are the phalanges. The phalanges are 14 bones that make up the fingers. Now I will talk about the pelvic girdle. The pelvic girdle, commonly known as the hips, is where the legs attach to the axial skeleton. It is made up of 2 hips bone, one for each leg. Each hip bone consists of 3 parts, which is the ischium, ilium and pubis. You can see the picture of this structure on the next slide. So now I will explain what is ilium. Ilium is the top portion of each hip bone. Ischium is the curved bone that makes the upper base of the each bone, and pubis is located on the front part of the hip bone. This is the picture of the pelvic girdle. You can see here the iliac crest, ilium, symphysis pubis, as well as the ischium. The ilium is the top portion of each hip bone, and ischium is the curved bone you can see on the screen that make up the base of each hip bone. Now are the lower limbs. Each leg is composed of 30 bones known as the femur, tibia and fibula. You can see in the picture the femur. Femur is the larger bone of the upper leg. You can see it below the pelvis. And next one is the tibia. Tibia is below the patella. It is the main bone of the lower leg. It forms the skin too. Next one is the fibula. The fibula is the second bone in the lower leg found in the outer leg. Now is the patella. Patella is also called the kneecap. You can see the circular bone below the femur is called the patella. And next is the tarsals. Tarsals are the 7 bones that make up the ankle. Metatarsals. The metatarsals are the 5 bones that make up the middle area of the foot. And next are the phalanges. The phalanges are 14 bones that compresses the toes. Now we will talk about the functions of the skeletal system. First function of the skeletal system is to protect the internal organs from injury. For example, skull protects the brain while the thoracic cage protects the heart and the lungs. Second function is allowing for movement. Muscles attached to bones through the tendons. This connection allows the body to move in many different ways. The third function is producing the blood cells. The soft bone marrow inside many bone produces red bone cells, white bone cells, as well as the platelets. Fourth function is the storing minerals and nutrients. Bones can store and release minerals including calcium and phosphorus, which are important for many bodily functions. Additionally, adipose tissues that can be used as energy can be found in the part of the bone marrow. Thank you guys for watching this video till the end. I hope you enjoyed this video, and now I'm coming with new videos of the skeleton system in upcoming days, so don't miss to watch these videos. Thank you.